Hi, this is Marlene with Dixie Quilters, and we are starting the Coriander Quilt Cali and Co. Block of the Month today. I wanted to turn my camera so you could see what we were laying out here. You know, you could look it up on her blog, Cory Yoder's blog, and it's a free download for the pattern. She also has fabric layouts, requirements, and layouts, and when. I mean, all the information is ready for her on the blog. So you can see she's got it all organized for us. Here is the release dates, when she's going to be releasing each block. And today I did all the cutting so that I have all the parts and pieces ready to roll. I like it when we have all the parts, don't you? Let's see here. You can see that I've put them in I've allocated a new pizza box for this project. And it has all the strips from the background, the 12.5-inch strips, the 10.5-inch strips under there. This may be a border, or it might be a backing, or it might, I don't know what that's going to be yet. And then these are all the little squares of the variety of different things. When it was designed to do with Cali and Co, that's a 40-piece 1/8 yard bundle, I went ahead and found 30 or 40 different prints that are small flowers in the shades of peaches and greens and a little bit of red and quite a bit of blue. And not heavy on red and not heavy on pink, is what I noticed from the Cali and Co collection. And then I have some little bumblebees and some strawberries in here too for fun. In fact, I even have one fabric that's a bunch of mice. I thought that would be fun too. It's not exactly part of the original group, but that's all right. So we've got everything cut for the full year of 12 months, of 12 block of the months. And that's all outlined in the instructions so that you can cut it out month to month, or you can cut it out all in advance like we have. So let's go ahead and follow the directions, and let's get started on block number 1 of Cali and Co. Okay. Starting with a drink of water. Let's start with that. Alrighty. So here's all the pieces that it says for today. We need 8 3x3s, and that's what these guys are right here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Then we have 8 2.5s. Those are 8 right there, 4 and 4. And I just sort of randomly chose them, tried to get a blue and a peach and a green and maybe a strawberry and a peach, I don't know, whatever. And then 2 of the 10.5-inch pieces. I got a bumblebee and a green flower. And 2 of the longer ones, which I took to be a teal sewing thread and a teal and blue leaf. And then 4 4.5 squares, which is our mouse. Can you see this okay? The mouse. Then we have a nice little red flower and a blue flower with cherries. You may notice this. This came in a bundle from Fat Quarter Shop at least a year ago, maybe more. And then this is another piece of fabric that went with this bundle, I think. Sorry, I don't remember who was the designer, but you may recognize them. Okay, and then from the background fabric, we're to have 8 3-inch squares. So let's go ahead and cut those right now. And this is my favorite ruler. I just got it recently from Creative Grids. It's a 12.5 by 2.5. I use it every day. I mean, every time I use it all the time. It's wonderful. So I'm just going to cut off the extra stuff there. And then we need, what did I say? 8 3x3s. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we got 8 of those. Then we need 2 of the 8.5 inch rectangles and 2 10.5 inch. From the background fabric, cut 2 1.5 by 8.5. Okay, we can do that. And so 8.5 would be 5, 6, 7, 8.5. There's your 8.5s, and then we need 2 10.5s. So we'll just put that on the 5 line and go out here to 15 and a half. That would be 10.5. Right there. Here we go. Got all the pieces we need now. That's extra, that's extra. This is garbage. And that's garbage too. All right. So we've got all the pieces we need now. Be sure to download those, and I suppose you could put them on a tablet, but I just printed them off. All right, so first of all, it says to take and mark a diagonal line across the back of an F square. Well now, what's an F square? An F square are the white 3x3s. Here they are. Sounds like we're going to be doing those lines down the back, and then we're going to be doing a line on either side. Is that true? Yes. We're going to put a line down the middle and sew 1/4 inch on either side. You know, sometimes I do that with just using the seam tape markings, but I think today I'm going to go ahead and use the ruler and put those on there just right. And I have a friction pen we can use too. So we're to mark the back of, how many of those? 8 of them, so all of them. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here we go. All 8 ready to go. There we go. And we're taking these white half squares, they're going to be half square triangles, and here are the ones that go with them. So that set us, okay, layer the F square, which are the flowered, F is the white, with the A square, which is the A. Sew 1/4 away on each side. Okay, we can do that. I just love this machine because you can adjust the thread, the needle going right to left. I just love that. Okay. And I'm using the lines on my washi tape to guide the needle down the path. There we go. Goes over to that line, and then here we go. I just love that. I have the, what's that called? The Seems So Easy from Riley Blake. That really works great. And then I also use the tape. Just depends on where I need it the most, whether I can see it from where it's the front part. Here we go. Now this whole quilt is going to be very scrappy from what I can see, because everything is no rhyme or reason. It's all random. So it'll be really, really colorful. I was thinking I wanted to go to the beach, but actually I think I'll wait until it's a little warmer day. It's about an hour and a half away from here. Okay, let's turn them all around and come down the other side. Let's see now, right like that. Okay, coming along right nice. And flip that guy back over where she belongs. And that one too. Great. Those are all done. Now I suppose we're going to cut them apart. Okay, cut the unit apart on the marked line. We can do that. Or we could try to do two at the same time. Let's see if I can line them up. Well, that did work. Okay. I think we'll just snip those apart. I've been working on my Plaza BOM, my block of the month for that, but you know, I got tired of that. I put it away in its box for a while. I think I'm gonna work on this Cali and Co one, get it started, and then I need to make some Christmas figs. So I'm gonna do a couple of blocks for Christmas figs today. Alrighty, these all need to be pressed and seams open, and you'll have 2 square triangles per block. Trim each to 2.5 by 2.5. Oh my, we're gonna do a lot of trimming. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and get to ironing, and then we'll get to trim those up to a 2.5. Alrighty then, hang in there. Let's sew together. Hey, this would be a good opportunity to try to use this thing. I got this in a Christmas mystery box. So let's see here if that... So a 2.5 will be right there. Yeah, like that. Okay. You know, some of those rulers have a thing to put the seam in. That would be good. Okay, one down. There. Fabulous. Trimming things sure makes a big mess, doesn't it? All right then, next step. Lay out the 8 half square triangles along with 8 squares as illustrated. So we put 4 in the middle. Oh, those are pretty. I like that. And then half square triangles making a, like, no, like that. No, the other way. My goodness, that was difficult. The white triangle is up. Well, good grief, there's way more than what we need. Why would there be so many left over? Oh, it says 8 will be used in a later block. Well, okay, well, all right, we can do that. All right, those guys, how do we like that layout? Do we need too much green down here? What do you think? I like this one and this one. Nope, this one. There, I like that. What do you think? What do you think of that layout? Well, these are... Now then, see, that makes the ears, the points of the stars. I really don't know what I did wrong. But we'll do it better. We'll do one at a time. Yeah. My. There. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, now let's see here. One more? Okay. I think that's it. Now I think it said to Press the seams open. Or maybe that was, oh yeah, that's different. Because now they want us to do this way, all across, goes that way. Okay. Yeah, that goes that way. This already is going that way. And then this one will go this way. Now this one will go all this way. Okay, that's one. This goes this way. That way. Now we'll go back this way. And then this way goes this way. Okay? I thought I had more edges hanging out, but okay. Uh-oh, something's messing up. Okay, what's going on in there? Get out of there. Well, it looks like it's sewed. What's that extra noise in there? Okay. Okay. The upper thread's messed up. Okay. Oh yeah, and I love that it has a self-threader. Oh boy, I love that. Okay, that should be ready to roll. Now this one needs to be rolled that way. Okay. Now these guys are gonna go the other way. Okay, well, here we go. We're making some progress here now. I believe there's really only one speed. Can you tell? Now this one goes this other way. Okay, we got it. We got it. Yoo! Okay, then we're gonna go that down. Put these guys together. How'd that turn out? Okay. Well, I'm not happy with it. I guess we just have to pin them. I spend quite a bit of time fixing stuff, huh? There, that'll make me happier. We'll have to open it up a little further to get the ease in. There we go. Now we're going to ease in the bottom a little bit, so we're going to put it on the bottom. When you want to ease always goes on the bottom. I learned that at my local quilt store called Cotton Patch. Diane's the owner, and she has marvelous educational and classes and incentives and all kind of nice things. And would you believe it's within walking distance of my house? It's sort of fun. Alrighty then. Oh yes, much better. All right, let's put this one together. Just this morning I ordered an extra wide ironing board. I've been making do with this little table and a felt top to it, and it works okay with small pieces, but I need to iron and steam and size the Park Plaza, and that's too big of a project to try to squeeze into this little corner. So I'm going to get a big ironing board, then I can keep it in the closet, use it for big projects. Okay. There we go. How many of you are doing this block with me? Can you put in the comments that you're doing it and what fabrics you're using? Some way I'm going to figure out how to get pictures of your things posted so we can look at them together. I don't know how to do that yet. Okay then, that looks nice. Let's give it a little press. Are these borders, and I think they are, should measure 8.5 by 8.5. Let's make sure that's correct. It's a little big. Fiddlesticks. I hate it when they're a little big because that means you got to cut off my leeway from my points. I only take a tiny smidge off at each side. Now let's do this side. Oh my. Well, let's just take off a little. Not quite the, and then do the same on this side here. Oh, yeah, that's going to be one of my points, darn it. Okay, so that means I need to take a little bit bigger seam. Those are pretty clearly, no, that one could be a little bit small right there. Much better. Okay, so now we're going to put on the white ones, the little short ones on top. Okay. I want to see where those points are, so I'm going to come from this side. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now for these guys, perfect. It is nice when they all matched, isn't it though? Let's see now. Okay, and the next one on this side. And a perfect little connection, there we go. It needs to lay down that way. And let's iron that open. Oh, I kept my points there and there. Oh, I lost one there. It's over here. Well, the next one we make, we're going to be more careful on making sure that if we're going to trim it, we'll trim it by taking up the center seam rather than the edges. But it's looking pretty good. Now let's see, we've got two short ones for these ends. The bumblebee and the flower with the bunny, yeah, that's it. And then these guys go here and here. Okay, there we go. And then we put the corners on. Okay, bumblebees to the action. Maybe they're honeybees. I sure did not like bees when I was a child. I grew up on a peach orchard and there was always bees around any peach that wasn't in perfect shape. I'm sure that I got stung many times. I especially did not like yellow jackets. Those were not my favorites. Honeybees would sort of leave you alone, but yellow jackets, they wanted to chase you around. Okay, one more row of round and around she goes. Wait a minute. Okay, perfect. Adjust. Adjust. Perfect. And this one is just a beautiful little teal colored needle and cross stitch. Isn't that neat? Got a little bit of a selvage on the end of this one. I have to be careful to cover that one up. All right, and we'll iron these two. Set the seams and then pop them open. Oh, that looks lovely. Set the seam, pop it open. That blue is a little bit different. I think it'll still be okay though. And now to put these four corners on. How do those go? Which one should we go? Should we put the flowers? Wait a minute, maybe we better size it up here. 12.5 by 12.5. It looks a little wonky. You better press that. That looks okay. But this other end just looked like it was off square just a bit. See? Well, doggone it, how can that be 13? We want 12.5. Those are definitely 1/4. Those are 2. Well, we'll shave it down just a tiny bit. Let's try it this way. Oh, see, now that's way better. So we don't have to, that's almost right on. So it was going this way that was the problem. It's still a little big. Okay, well, there's our 12.5 by 12.5. Okay, now we can pick out which ones go where. There. Maybe put that one there in that corner. And the red down here maybe. And the mouses. And the blue. I'm going to have to turn this movie off and fix this. But I'll come back to you at the end and we'll get it straightened out. Thank you. Hello again. Here we are. It's done, and it's done correctly. I had moved them over a ½ inch. But now they are just right. And we have the 4 additional blocks that you can be used on the next project. Let me show them to you. We'll use this as a backdrop. But you can see how they have the corners plus the fabric from the corner. So I love them. I wonder what she's going to do with them, huh? Well, we have block 1 done. It was a little bit of a turmoil for me, but I got it done. And I think it's the correct size, and the corrections that I made didn't seem to damage the block any. I have a few little extra hairs here and there, but I'll get rid of those. I hope you had a fun time, and I hope you're doing better than I am on this. Next time we'll do it again together, okay? Be sure to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Thank you. Bye.